Hi, it's Ursula from ursula-smith.com, and today I'm going to try an experiment with alcohol ink, stencils, and glossy paper. Hopefully it works. Hope you like it. Thanks for joining me, and here comes the project. So I just have a piece of glossy paper. It's left over from another project. And I'm going to use the same, since it's already colored a little bit, I'm going to use the same alcohol ink. It's the color is Stream. It's one of my favorite colors. I'm almost out of it. And I am going to use a Tim Holtz applicator with a felt on it. And I'm just going to color the background. So I'm just going to use that alcohol ink to color the glossy paper. Probably could use another layer, but that's good enough for our purposes. And then I'm going to take a stencil and I'm going to take my applicator, the felt off, and a new felt on, and then I'm going to take a different color and try and stencil that new color through the stencil. And I'm thinking it's not super detailed design, but it's somewhat detailed. So I may end up having to take the felt off the applicator just to get into those finer edges. Oh, cool. So it definitely will stencil. So let me try it off the applicator. I should have gloves on. My hands are going to be funny colors all day today. So yeah, I probably have to re-ink every so often because the alcohol ink definitely dries very quickly. But the nice thing about the alcohol ink is it blends really nice together. You don't end up getting mud as much as you would with paint. So you have to worry less about color combinations. So it's kind of fun to use. And like I said, it works definitely, I think, anyway. I almost never use alcohol ink directly on normal cardstock. I always use the glossy. And it works great on metal as well. So, there you go. Alcohol ink will stencil. Very cool. So I wanted to try something else. I don't know if this is going to work. Let's try, if I can find a clean, I'll use one of these. I'm wondering if the blending solution will remove any of that alcohol color. So I'm going to try and remove it through the stencil. I'm just using a Q-tip because all my felts that are around here are dirty. Looks like it might remove some of it, but not all of it. So you might be able to get like an impressionistic look using the remover. Let's see how that worked. A little bit. So yeah, this looks like you might have to get some elbow grease into it. Probably might work better with a little more remover. Or blending solution, sorry. Blending solution. And some elbow grease. But that does not look like it works nearly as well as just stenciling with the color. So that I am not sure is worth the time and effort involved. So I don't know if you can see that. It does add a slight texture to it. So if you have a big, not very detailed stencil, you could give that a shot, but stenciling with the color works much better. It's kind of cool. Love it. Thanks for joining me. See you next time. Hi, I'm back. I wanted to show you, so I did the alcohol blending solution through the stencil and let it sit for a while, and it actually did seem to come back. So not as detailed as the color, but still a pretty cool look. Kind of a dreamy almost background. So you might want to give that a shot for something different. Thanks for joining me. See you next time.